Oh, hey, how's it going, everybody out there in the YouTube land? Welcome to Horror Talk. I was just doing a little light reading in the Necronomicon here. I was trying to see if there was a spell to save the Ash vs. Evil Dead TV show. What? Too soon? What is up, everybody? Welcome to Horror Talk, where we basically talk horror on this channel. If you do not know who I am Zombie Chris, so make sure to hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. If you like horror, we do this every single week. We talk horror, horror news, anything that pops in horror that is big enough, we will cover it and talk about it here on this channel. So yesterday was an interesting day besides a lot of stuff on Twitter. Worst news ever, Starz just canceled Ash vs. Evil Dead. Article put out by Bloody Disgusting. It states, "We've had concerns ever since before season 3 of Ash vs. Evil Dead began filming about the series' final season." What's shocking to me is when I was doing research for this video this morning, I was seeing this was kind of not really rumored. It was kind of talked about months and months now that it might be canceled. And so it's really funny to me how the general public kind of took this news and was very, very stunned and very shocked about this. The warning signs were there all along. So if you've looked at the ratings for Ash vs. Evil Dead, and that's going from its Saturday night to when Starz changed it on Sunday night, there was not much of a difference as far as the ratings. It didn't improve and it didn't drop per se. The show was pulling in like in the hundreds of thousands of views. When you compare that to something like The Walking Dead, which pulls in, 4.5 million, 5.6 million, 6 million, 7 million, 8 million, 100,000 versus like a million plus. Not doing that well in the ratings department, so I guess that is probably why Starz canceled it. Being that it was on Starz, I felt that was the biggest knife in the back of the show. They either did something like they pretty much pirated or found other ways to watch the show. A lot of people just didn't want to have a subscription to Starz just for this one show. Starz allowed it to kind of be what it wanted to be as far as the ratings, the blood, the cussing, all the gratuitous stuff that you're not going to find on a basic cable TV show. And from what I'm reading on the Bloody Disgusting article, it seems as if they're going to sum it all up for the April 29th final episode. It's not going to leave too many questions, with you wondering what's going to happen. They're just going to pretty much sum it all up, and it's going to be in a neat package. And a lot of people have been asking about this and tweeting at Netflix to pick up this show, and I don't think that's going to happen. It just doesn't make sense for them to pick up the show for another season or another 2 seasons. If you looked at Stranger Things, which is their biggest TV show, season 2 premieres, draws in more than 15 million viewers in 3 days. Think about that number, 15 million versus Ash vs. Evil Dead. I think Sci-Fi would be the perfect home for this because it is a basic cable station. They already have sort of this niche of doing these serious shows, but yet some goofy shows. Like you got Sharknado, which is like every other year, and then you have Z Nation, which is their bigger show, which is kind of goofy, but yet a little bit of seriousness in there. So I feel like it would I don't think it's going to happen, but if anywhere for Ash vs. Evil Dead to land a home, I would say that's probably the safest bet. Also, it's crazy to think Ash vs. Evil Dead was a haunted house at HHN Orlando and HHN Hollywood just last year. So kind of weird that we just got it at the event, and yet it didn't really help the ratings at all. I'm not the hugest, Ash vs. Evil Dead fan, not Not what so many. Nope. But yeah, I've seen season 1 of the show. I like the show. It's not the greatest, but it's decent. But like I said, it just being on Stars hurt it. It was kind of like a catch-22 for them. Stars gave them the opportunity, but Stars was also the reason I felt it didn't work in the end. Yeah, that's my thoughts on the Ash vs. Evil Dead being canceled. What are your thoughts? Leave them down in the comment section. As well, leave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more horror talk on the way. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you have a great day, great weekend. Whenever you're watching this, Zombie Chris is out of here.